Saoka-san. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, Rick. Hi, Saoka-san. Rika?
Right. Yes.
Rika Saoka. I thought you were the female.
Yes, I am.
Eh?
I look like a guy.
You are. Oh,
yes,
yeah.
I am.
Sorry. You're from where? Yokohama?
No, I live in Perth, but I'm actually in Japan right now.
Uh-huh.
So I'm in Fujisawa.
Oh, Fujisawa.
Kanagawa, yes.
Uh-huh. What did you say first? I mean, you are not you live in Fujisawa now, but
I'm based in Perth, Australia.
Australia. Yeah, that's right. Yes, yeah. But now you are in Japan, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. Thank you for your registering for online participation.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay, let's see. It's 4 minutes past 8 o'clock. Let's wait for a minute so that my co-host Yoshiko Kurisaki will arrive shortly. She's out and she's rushing home. Yeah, that's how she said. How is the weather in China? Shanghai. Very warm? Not Shanghai. No, not Shanghai, but your area. I still don't understand. Cannot pronounce your.
Changsha.
Changsha.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very hot.
Very hot.
Mm-hmm. It's about 38 or 39 degrees.
The same as Tokyo.
Really?
Yes, it's very steamy. Oh, here comes Yoshiko-san. Kurisaki-san.
Bonsoir.
Are you okay?
Guten Tag. I'm hybrid.
Yeah, it must be very hot outside.
No. That's good. That cheers us up.
Okay, anyway, it's 5 past 8 o'clock, so there might be somebody coming in, but just let's start now. Welcome to the virtual cafe number 2. This is the second virtual cafe. Actually, we had the first one in July the 22nd. And we will have 2 more World Cafe and a virtual cafe before the conference. Anyway, just a minute. I want to share my screen. Oh, this is not. Okay, so this is the welcome page. This is today's agenda. Introduction. I will explain some about the virtual cafe and the Birds of a Feather, the relationship between 2 events. And then I will explain the conference theme of IF Asia Conference 2018 in Osaka. Then we'll have check-in and the World Cafe conversation, 3 rounds of conversation, plus harvest and check-out and closing. So it's very, very simple agenda. Now, tonight I'm going to co-host this event with Kurisaki-san, Yoshiko Kurisaki. So could you please say something, Yoshiko-san?
Good evening, everyone. I enjoyed meeting you online, and I think that we are excited because we are preheating the excitement of the Osaka session even 1 month in advance.
Okay, thank you. Also, we have Masatoshi Saito, who is going to provide us of technical support. So, and also he will manage breakout session as well. So, Masatoshi, could you say something?
Hi, my name is Masatoshi Saito. San, I speak English a few, Japanese only. I technical support for you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That's good enough, I think. Now, Yoshiko will lead a check-in session. Could you start check-in, Yoshiko-san?
Sure. I propose that as we are not numerous, we should take advantage of it. We don't break up, but we will start the checking in by introducing ourselves by saying two things. One,
okay.
Well, your name and where you are. Second, what you want to do in this session, what you expect, or your interest in participating in the session. Is it okay for everyone?
Sure.
Everyone is smiling. Okay, great. So who wants to start? Who wants to start? Who is ready to start?
Can I start?
Please. Floor is yours.
Yes. I'm living in Tokyo. I just got information from Nancy Kasei, who is involved in Osaka conference event. She informed this event this morning. So I quickly decided to participate in this conference, World Cafe event, but I don't have any further information, but just decided to join just for curiosity. I'm working for a Danish company, and I'm doing HR job, human resources job. And I just completed facilitation workshop design course, 3-month course at Aoyama University. So I basically have interest in facilitation workshop in general. Thank you.
Thank you. Curiosity is a very good reason to come here. So, Eri-san, could you nominate someone who will follow you?
Of course, Lily.
Okay, thank you. I'm Lily Zhu from China, and I'm working in a department of Deploy Business Excellence, which is responsible for facilitation in our company. My expectation to today's virtual coffee is to know more about IAF Asia conference in Osaka this time, because this is the first time for me to join in this kind of conference. So I really appreciate this opportunity and want to learn more from so many experts. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It is a very good reason to come here. You are in the right place. So, Lily, could you nominate someone else who will follow you?
Okay. Karen.
Hi.
Are you there? Yeah.
Yes. Hi. Thank you. My name is Karine Chow from Hong Kong, China. And this is the second time I will be joining the IAF conference. The purpose of this tonight's attendance is primarily to find out a bit more about the pre-conference training as well as the conference subject. Since I missed it out last year, and I actually want to plan myself how I can sort of maximize the expertise present there. So that's my purpose. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. You are in the right place, I assure you. So,
Thank
Karen, could you nominate someone who will follow you?
Eri-san?
I just finished.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either
How about
Masashi or
Rika?
Kazu.
Kazu? Yeah, that's. My name is Kazuka Torei. I'm the host tonight. I have just retired 10 years ago from telephone company. So I'm very old, 72 years old, 75 years old. The first time I went to IAF conference, IAF Asia conference, was 2009 in Taiwan. Since then, I have been sort of commuting to the IAF conferences. In Japan, back in home, I belong to FAJ, Facilitators Association of Japan as well. I'm now providing consulting service, management consulting service, using workshop design, workshop techniques and so forth. Okay. And at this conference, at this upcoming conference in Osaka, my role is a leader of online program. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Now, I would ask Rika-san to say something.
Please, Rika-san.
No,
You
Rika.
are-
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Wonderful.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Rika Asaoka, and I live in Perth, Australia, but at the moment I am in Kanagawa Prefecture in Japan. And back in Australia, I work as an intercultural business consultant. And I am also on the mailing list of IAF Australia. And that's how I got to know about this conference in Japan. And I'm actually quite new about this facilitation. And so I'd like to find out a bit more about the conference in Osaka. And next week, I'm actually planning to attend theater. Does anyone know about the theater?
I'm a European member.
Oh, will you be there?
No, I'm not because I'm back in Japan. But,
Okay.
yeah.
But there is a conference starting from, I think Wednesday at Chuo University in Japan. And so I'm planning to go there. That's why I'm in Japan at the moment.
I see.
Right. So
Right.
I'd like to find out more about
I see. Wonderful.
IAF conference.
I was in conference in Dublin last year.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Dublin.
Good.
Right. Thank you.
Thank
you. Who's going to be after you, Rika-san?
Who else is there? Kotoyo-san
Yet.
at Tokyo?
Kotoyo-san, please, could you introduce yourself?
Sorry. Hello, everyone. So I'm architect from the Tokyo. So sorry. So my mobile PC is running out just now. So I cannot using some old technology of the PC. Sorry, today I want to just looking and viewing. So then, but I'm not interested in this session.
Thank you. So who's going to be the next after you?
Who is not to talking? Right. Ma-san?
Oh.
Ma-san, please.
Mine is mute.
日本語でもいいですか？誰か訳してください。
はい。Okay. Yes, he's going to present himself in Japanese.
ごめんなさい。英語がほとんどできないので、日本語で
He's
お
not
話します。
comfortable to introduce himself in English.
皆さんのお話の間には入りませんが、皆さんが楽しんでお話ができるように、サポートしますので、よろしくお願いします。
His role today, my role today, is to support the World Cafe. Although he may not step in the direct conversation, but he look forward to see you enjoying it.
Okay, thank you. That's all for check-in. Yoshiko-san.
I think everyone did. So I pass the floor to you, Katori-san.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, at this moment of time, I want to explain something that is, I want to provide some information on two things. One is the relationship between Virtual Cafe and Birds of a Feather. And also, I will explain about the conference theme of IAF Asia Conference 2018, which is also the topics for tonight's conversation. The first is, what I'm going to do is to show you audio slides, which is in the Zoom. So just a second. Just one moment, please.
Do you know UMU? Does everyone know UM? Who doesn't know it? Please raise your hand if you don't know UM. Why UMU, right, Rika-san? So the other people are okay, right? So Katori-san is going to show you. Everyone who registered in the IAF conference got the ID to access to UMU. We call it UM. You, me, and us.
Okay, UMU, you, me, us, you. UM is a learning platform, which means that you can store content and you can communicate or having conversation with presenters and colleagues. And this, now you're seeing the front page of UM of IAF Asia Conference. Now in this, for example, I'll show you something. So these are all, this is pre-conference sessions, and session A, B, C, D. For example, I will be appearing on pre-conference day first. So, and present, find out, it's a session on appreciative inquiry. And in this, well, I have some information. But not for today. What I'm going to show you is, just a second. Birds of a feather. This is very standard component of IAF conferences. Every conferences in IAF. And this year, we are going to do somewhat differently from the past. I made audio slides explaining Virtual Cafe and Birds of a Feather. It takes 2 minutes and a half, so please be patient. And just a minute. No. This is not good because I have to put computer on. Okay. This video clip is to explain the process of Birds of a Feather and Virtual Cafe. Birds of a Feather is a process where participants propose topics which he or she wants to talk with colleagues, and groups of the same interests are self-organized. Birds of a Feather is one of the indispensable component of IAF conference. But this time at IAF Asia Conference 2018 in Osaka, we will going to host Birds of a Feather in somewhat different way. the concept is to seamlessly interconnect real and virtual space and to expand from event to process. Now, based on this concept, this slide shows how we are going to carry out Birds of a Feather session. For the conference, we will have several online World Cafe called Global Facilitators Virtual Cafe, or Virtual Cafe in short. The topic for those online cafe conversations is co-creating learning community, bridging boundaries within and between groups. By having a series of conversational sessions, we hope that some specific topics, theme, or project which participants really want to talk with their friends or colleagues will emerge. Those topics will be presented to the online and on-site participants of a Birds of a Feather session at the IAF conference in Osaka. So this time, Birds of a Feather is not one-day event, but will be carried out as a process with real and virtual space seamlessly interconnected. And even after the conference, we will be able to continue our conversations on whatever topics we are interested in, using various IT platforms and tools such as Zoom, Zoom, and Slack. So let's keep in touch and enjoy our conversation. Thank you. Okay, so this explains the concept of the IAF conference this time, and also the actual process of the Birds of a Feather and Virtual Cafe before that. So we are having Virtual Cafe conversation as a part of the whole total process. Now, just a minute, I will explain.
Richard, do you have questions regarding?
Oh, yes.
Do you have questions? Because some people joined to know what it is, why we are carrying out the virtual cafe.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Hello,
Lily,
Katori.
yes.
Hello.
Hello, Katori-san. What's the difference between the
Yes.
World Coffee and the Bird to Feather?
Birds of a Feather and virtual, well, actually, let me say it. Virtual Cafe is a World Cafe. Only name is different. I named this World Cafe as a Virtual Cafe or Global Facilitators the Virtual Cafe. On the other hand, Birds of a Feather is similar to open space technology, OST, where in case of World Cafe, the organizer present questions to talk about. In the case of OST, it is the participant who propose the topics to talk. So the Birds of a Feather is OST, but in order to carry out successful OST, participant should have some very good intention, good purpose, or the passion for the topics. So we designed this process. We decided to have virtual cafe, the World Cafe, to discuss the topics before the OST, so that after the series of virtual cafe, we might have some concrete specific topics or specific project that we want to talk with colleagues. So that is our intention.
Thank you for explaining. And so the Bird to Feather is the kind of open space?
Yes. My understanding is that, in the past, every IAF conferences, there was a Birds of a Feather session. And the part of a federal session actually is open space technology.
Okay, thank you. Got it.
Thank you.
Excuse me, this is Karina. I have a question. Can I raise?
Sure.
Yes.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
I miss what was OST? Sorry.
No. Okay. This is large group conversation, or one large group conversation, and called open space technology. Technology is somewhat a different, strange name, but it simply is a method of conversation. This was first. This was originated by by Americans in 1980s. And what else?
Okay, thank you. And the next question I have, sorry, is the UMU, is the you, me, and us.
Oh.
How do we get access to the UMU platform?
Okay. Unfortunately, we don't have expert on this of UMU tonight, but there is a lady named Narumi Isoda. She's preparing manuals, and also she had conducted several workshops explaining the UMU, and that was recorded and uploaded in, I think, Saksan, in U itself.
Yeah, that's right. It's a chicken and egg question. You have to log in the UMU in order to know how to use UMU. But it's UMUCOJP.
My particular question to that is, do I have a login ID to access?
Yes. I mean, did you register at the IF conference yet?
Yes, I've
Okay.
registered, yeah.
If that's the case, you should have received invitation email, informing you about ID and password, original passport for the UMU. But if you don't, then I'll remind Isoda-san to send email to you again.
Thanks very much. I don't want to send your, so maybe I'll follow up on a separate email. Thank you for that.
Okay. So that's Karin, Karin Cho. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have other questions? I found the questions help each other. So I encourage you to put anything on the table. There's no bad question. Any question is a good one. Yeah, hi, Rika-san, please.
Sure.
Yes, I'm just wondering, so you have 4 virtual, this session, for getting closer to the conference. And this is the second one, I believe. And are they all interconnected? Are they all related, or are they all separate sessions?
Oh, okay. You can participate in every World Virtual Cafe for the rest of the 2 virtual cafe as well. And the way I plan to interconnect is like this. Just a minute. Let me see. I close the. Just a second, please. Just a second. Okay. This video clip is to explain the process of Birds of a Feather and Virtual Cafe. Birds of a Feather of the same to host to expand Birds of a Feather session. For the conference, okay. Can you see this? We hosted the first virtual cafe July 22nd, and now it's the second one, and we will still have 3 and 4. And just a minute, this is not the right place. Okay, just a minute. I posted this, uploaded report on the virtual cafe #1. This, and in this, this is the first one. And in this article, I included major comment made by participants. So this is carried on to design is to carry on this to the second one, and also we have uploaded this report. First slide. Virtual cafe #1 これかな。Slide presentation. Oh yeah, here. This is a video recording of the first virtual cafe. So you can see what happened in the previous World Cafe, and also this World Cafe will be carried on to the next World Cafe. So I'm not good at explaining this, but
Yeah, thank
The
you.
thing is that what
Sorry that because I session so
could you say it again? The quality of the voice was not so good. Rika-san, could you repeat? Do you mind if I ask you to repeat?
Oh, I said, oh, thank you very much for that information. And I'm sorry because I didn't know about this. And then I suddenly got the invite. And when I was looking into attending the conference, and I got this link, and so I decided to join to find out more. So now I understand that these four steps of Virtual Cafe is actually working towards the conference. So it's good. Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming. It is a very good idea. The best way to know is to just participate and get the right thing.
Thank you.
The whole process is a little bit complicated, so it's good for us to understand what was the reaction.
Yes, definitely. Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Now, can I go on to explain something about the conference theme, topics, the concept of the conference of IAF Asia 2018.
Please go ahead.
this is the, just a minute. This is a conference theme. It says co-creating learning community, bridging boundaries within and between groups. We had 10 dialogue sessions last year with IAF Japan members. And we talked, well, that was between April the 4th to July 2029. So very old days already. Anyway, those were all, some of the dialogue was online World Cafe. Some was face-to-face conversation, face-to-face World Cafe. And the key question was, what do we want to achieve at IAF Asia Conference 2018? And there were many keywords emerged out of those conversations. Here are some of the key concepts or the keywords. For example, diversity and inclusion, facilitators' new role in VUCA age, redefining facilitators' role, seamlessly connecting real and virtual space, courageous leadership, personal initiative to something, transformation, change, and so forth. Collective wisdom, worth, and of Earth, global perspective, collective wisdom. My story, I like this one. My story, your story, our story. Expanding facilitation opportunities, and so forth. And we talked about the concept using this, the keyword. And we came up with 5 alternative topics. And finally, we decided to select this expression, co-creating learning community, bridging boundaries within and between groups. The reason was that we are facilitators, and we belong to Facilitators Association, Facilitators Community, IAF, or Facilitators Community of Japan, and so forth. But we realize that there are many other adjacent or neighboring areas or communities for something like consulting, coaching, mentoring, those expertise. And also, we are, separated by some boundaries. Some are visible, some are invisible. Culture, local values, ethnicity, generation, geographical area, and so forth. And then we imagined, dreamed, if we had, the bridged boundaries, and if we do that, then we might be able to create new learning community, to create some new knowledge, something new future. So that was the reason why this, the theme was selected, co-creating learning community. And in order to realize this concept, we decided to interconnect real and virtual space, and also expand from event to process. And that is one reason why we are having virtual cafe plus virtual feather process. And also we will have hybrid sessions. Some of the concurrent sessions will be hybrid session. And also first in the history, I think, the IAF is accepting online participation, online audiences. So this is what we have talked in the past 1 year. I'm not good at explaining this concept. And what I want to do is to explore this concept furthermore among us through virtual cafe and plus birds of feather. And maybe we might have some questions, we might have some topics, we might have some projects to further explore. And then those participants who have such topics will propose those topics, and then people who are interested in the same topics will flock together and have a conversation. That's the idea. Is it clear now?
You have questions, comments?
Can I ask a question on
Sure.
this?
Sure. Karen.
Tori-san, yeah. You just mentioned about you want to interconnect the real and the virtual space. How do we do that? Is that through the virtual cafe and also through the feather of
Birds of a feather, yes.
Birds of a feather? Some topics will be identified, and then by then it could be some local or overseas topics. Then people interested will be working together towards those topics on a continuous basis. Is my understanding correct?
Well, yes. Actually, during the conference, we will have a face-to-face conversation in the Kansai University venue, and also at the same time, online participants will be connected to through Zoom with participants in Kansai University. So that is real and virtual connected during the conference. And of course, expand from event to process means that in the past IAF conference was only 2 days or 4 days event period. But now we are trying to expand the conference before, that is virtual cafe, and after the conference we will continue having virtual cafe. Plus we will introduce a new tool that is the Slack workplace, where we can have communication virtually. So that's how we designed. Is it clear, Kari?
Yes, I have a better idea now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so shall we start conversation on the topics?
Right.
Okay, so
I think who can talk? Kotoyo-san cannot talk. We have 4 people who are ready to talk. I'm wondering if it is a good idea to split the group. What do you think? I think either will do, but how do you want to carry on, Katori-san?
Instead of having the World Cafe conversation with the small groups, usually in the case of World Cafe, we will have 4 groups with consisting of 4 or 5 people in a group. But now we have how many?
4 participants can talk.
Uh-huh.
Some cannot talk. Is that right?
Okay. So why don't we set up 2 groups?
Right. Okay.
Plus, what was the name of the room, which is outside the room?
Right. So we are going to split ourselves into 2 groups, small groups,
and then get together as a whole group.
Fine. Right.
Saito-san, did you understand?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what's going to be the subject? Katori-san, could you
Oh, yes.
show the slide?
The first question I show you. And oh my God. So Yoshiko-san, could you elaborate on this?
Sure. The first question we are going to talk in a small group is this: what boundaries do you want to bridge? We may see variety of boundaries, like variety of the countries, cultures, time zones, gender, or the professions, coaches, between coaches and facilitators and teachers, and perhaps as my profession, the cross-cultural specialist, also see the boundaries between the language teachers, for example. But we want to enjoy the synergy. And I want you to think about boundaries you feel around you, and how can we benefit from the wisdom sourced from neighboring subjects. So you are free, that much you are free to further elaborate the boundaries and bridge.
Okay. So how much time do we have? I mean, well, a little bit behind the schedule.
That's right. How about starting in 10 minutes, because we are going to be in a small group.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so after 10 minutes, you'll be taken back to the general session. So enjoy your conversation in your room for 10 minutes. See you late.
Right. So we are going to talk in a small group for 10 minutes. The subject is, what boundaries do you want to bridge? See you